There's a place in the woods called Aspen Ridge. This is where we call home. We are the Popple People. Welcome to our channel. Thanks for stopping by. Well, it's moving day here at Aspen Ridge. We'll finally be moving our Woodland Mills HM122 sawmill out to its permanent home back at the saw shack in the woods. For those who are new here, welcome. And just for the very quick backstory, this will be the second time that we're moving this sawmill. When we got it, we originally set it up on a car trailer because we were still drywalling and painting in the shop. So we needed the mill to be just a little bit more mobile, simply because it was much easier to be able to pull the car trailer outside on the days when we were working on finishing the shop interior. So when the mill was delivered, we actually met the semi-driver out in the road and had him drop the mill right onto the trailer. And then we assembled the mill on that same car trailer. The only thing was we weren't able to add the track extension that we had ordered at that time because the trailer was just a few inches too short, so we had to save that. So we worked with that setup for about half a year, and it actually worked really well. It was nice to be able to move the mill when we needed to, and the plan was to leave the mill on that car trailer until we moved it back to the saw shack, so we'd only have to move it once. But about midway through the summer, we ended up needing to use the car trailer, so we had to set up a temporary place to put the sawmill outside by the shop. So we're moving the sawmill from that temporary location today. Now we're finally at the point where we can get this beast moved out to its final resting place at the saw shack. It's not quite done, but it's far enough along that we'll be able to get the mill moved in. And just in the nick of time, we've already had some snow for a few days here, and we wanted to get this back before winter hit. Overall, though, moving the sawmill was actually a lot easier than we originally thought it would be. And that's a huge positive. To be honest with you, that was one thing we worried about when we bought it. Ideally, we'd have liked to set it up just one time in its final location, but that just wasn't in the cards for us. We received the mill right at the start of winter, and we knew we wouldn't be setting it up outside in the dead of winter. So anyhow, that's where we're at. We knew we'd need to move this mill at least one time. Ended up doing it twice, and it actually went easier than expected both times. So if you're considering relocating your mill, it's totally doable. Just to note, one person can actually handle moving individual sections of track by themselves. But if you're wanting to move multiple sections still attached together, get help. It's not that it's too heavy, it's just long and awkward to maneuver, much easier with another set of hands. Now, getting the sawhead moved out into the bush was a little bit trickier. For this, we utilized an engine crane on the back of the small trailer that could traverse the trails back in the woods. He ended up adding an extension onto the boom to be able to reach the sawhead. It was super sketchy, but it actually worked surprisingly well. That being said, that sawhead is heavy, and we ended up both needing to stand on the back of that engine crane just to try and counterbalance it, but those wheels were still lifted up off the ground. Well, we got her out here. It was a most successful moving day. We've still got some work to do. We need to add some support just to firm up those walls on the saw shack a bit more and figure out something here until we can get some siding milled up for the saw shack. Overall, though, it was just another top-notch day in the woods. We spent a little bit of time cleaning up. Just since we had this trailer back here, we loaded it up and just took a bunch of random stuff back to the shop here before winter. As always, if you'd like to get a hold of us with questions or comments, please email us at thepopplepeople, all one word, @gmail.com, or flip-flop a comment below. We love hearing from you. Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video and want to follow our journey, please consider subscribing. That way, you can be a Popple People too. We'll see you soon.